Ah! Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Hasn't even been a week. I might have neck bearded a little bit. It was totally worth it though. Anyway, if I had to describe my experience so far with Alterac Valley, the word I would pick would be baffling. So, why did I use the word baffling to describe it? Well, a few reasons really, and in a nutshell, both the AV meta and me as a person, I suppose, did a complete 180 and 360 and everything in between a number of times. I personally went from, oh, I'm just gonna chill and enjoy this, to yeah, rush, drag, fuck, everything, best rep per hour, yada yada yada. And then back to I'll just defend and chill, PvP some, show the AV to my wife. Good thing there are quests there, since just about the only thing she enjoys in this game is questing. But yeah, then I went back to we gotta win at all costs, doesn't matter what strategy we use, and so on and so forth. It's been an absolute roller coaster, and truth be told, I'm pretty disappointed in myself. Somehow the reputation farming called out the worst in me. I don't know, I hope I'm not the only one and others experience the same, cause yeah, like I said, I'm pretty disappointed in myself. I was doing all the keyboard warrior things, arguing with everyone, calling them wrong. I was being a jerk and a dumbass. But it's not like the first time this has happened. Whenever I get over-invested in a game, and not having a job really helps you with that. But yeah, whenever I get over-invested, start caring about it too much, I tend to lose the sight of the big picture. So I'm sorry for my behavior, I guess. But regardless, that alone wouldn't be enough to call it a baffling experience. The most interesting thing to me was how my opinion of Alterac Valley changed throughout. Like, the objective opinion, not in the heat of the moment mid-battle, just after dying opinion. So the moment AV was released, it was all about rush, Drek, and nothing else. Alliance was winning like 90% of the games. I'm not even joking, 90%, perhaps even more. I went like 20 wins in a row when I started. And it was boring, extremely. Like, don't get me wrong, I soon hopped into that bandwagon. Watching my reputation grow incredibly fast was absolutely exhilarating, but it was clear as day something was missing. You know, actual gameplay. The next day though, perhaps Alliance got cocky and wanted to include Galvangar in their rush for even more reputation per hour. Perhaps Horde collectively got better, which is not to be understated. I doubt anyone made forum or Reddit posts or anything calling the entire Horde across all servers to come up with a counter strategy. I think it happened naturally, which is, yeah, that's pretty impressive in my book. But anyway, maybe it was the Alliance getting cocky, maybe it was the Horde who came up with an interrupt strategy to the rushes, which was working wonders. Regardless, the next day my win rate took a dive, a pretty hard one. From that 90% something, it went down to like 70, maybe 65ish. But you know what? It started to slowly become something more enjoyable. Something more resembling an actual battleground. Of course, that would have been the case if I wasn't busy raging all over the chat due to losing so many games. Now, with that said, I gotta note I'm not the one who's all about turtling. I don't take pleasure in 10 hours long battlegrounds. I actually watched a video by Metagoblin just a day or two ago where he was going on and on about how all he wanted from battlegrounds was this endless war zone. How that is the best thing to have ever happened not only to World of Warcraft, but the entire MMO genre. Freaking hours or even tens of hours long battlegrounds, the best thing ever made. And I disagree with that completely. Yeah, once in a while, once in a blue moon, it's fine to have a few hours long battlegrounds, but damn it man, I want closure. So 30-minute long battlegrounds that are just my cup of tea. Where you have some pushbacks, where you have some strategy, maybe a wipe or two, but in general, all the time you're making progress. It's not a standstill. So if on day one it was on average an 8 minutes long battlegrounds with Alliance winning all of them, the next day it went to like 12, maybe 15, Alliance winning the majority. On the third, I was already experiencing 15 to 20 minutes on average with Alliance winning like 50-50. Fast forward a few days, it's over 20 minutes, Alliance probably losing most of them, but every battleground you see a slightly different strategy. nobody is able to rush either boss so freely anymore. But at the same time, you don't get those hours-long turtles. So my conclusion is that AV is no longer resembling a battleground. It's an actual battleground. So the meta has been changing drastically, and that's what's both baffling me, but at the same time it's fascinating. Simply fascinating to watch it unfold before your eyes, and absolutely enjoyable to participate in it. I think a key thing to note here is that calling it a change in meta is not exactly accurate. Maybe I'm biased, I'll admit that, feel free to call me out in the comments, but when I think of meta, I think of something like League of Legends' new patch coming out where the meta shifts. But here, what we're observing is factions, collectively, without any proper communications because it's cross-server. They're changing their playstyle according to what the opponents do. The emphasis is on the word collectively, not just a few individuals. There is no outside interference through new items, bug fixes, damage buffs, or nerfs. It's purely based on what the other faction does. And really, all I can call this is fascinating. Probably due to my lack of fucking knowledge of English adjectives, but you get the point. Actually, the more I've spent on this video, the more I was thinking that maybe baffling isn't the word I should have chosen to describe my AV experience. Maybe it should have been fascinating instead. I don't know, what do you guys think? Hit me with some puns, let's see how you describe it in a single word. I don't think I have those rose-tinted glasses or anything, but who knows, let's see. But yeah, while we're still on this high note, I think it's the perfect time to wrap this video up. I shared all I wanted to share, so thank you folks for watching, hope you'll have a lovely day, and see you guys in the comment section. And I do mean it, the comment section. Cheers! Hey, this sounds just like you smashing that subscribe button after seeing this video.